Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for watching today. Today is Friday, December 2nd. And today we're going to talk about the qualities of a good leader. Qualities of a good leader. Now, you are an agent, you are a realtor, you are a leader. Sometimes when I know agents are skipping across this video because like I'm not a leader, I'm just a realtor. I'm not a president of a company. I'm not leading anybody. I'm a one agent shop. You are. When you have clients, you're their leader. You're leading them through a transaction to advise them. Also, you're a leader of yourself. You're the CEO, CFO, the COO of your business. So you have to have these qualities. So there's 7 things that I wrote down many years ago in a book that I was reading about leadership and self-help type things and being successful, and these have been in my notes for many years. So these are 7 things to always remember as a leader. And I'm going to go through all 7, just go through them, and then I'm going to kind of jump back, go in a little more detail. So number 1, be strong but not rude. Number 2, be kind but not weak. Number 3, be bold but not a bully. Number 4, be humble but not timid. Number 5, be thoughtful but not lazy. Number 6, be proud but not arrogant. 7, have a sense of humor but don't be silly like a clown. So I'm going to go a little more in detail about that. So number 1, strong but not rude. Some people, I know this just dealing with people every day. They're strong personalities. You want to be strong. You want to be that rock for people and tell them, help guide them, be their leader, but not rude and telling them you have to do what I say. So that's the first thing that comes to my mind with a leader, is to be strong, to show them what there needs to happen, but don't be rude and say, do this, do that, do this, unless they're really asking for you, I need your guidance. But you can't be rude in saying it like, do it my way or the highway type thing, because there's personalities out there, I know many of them, no matter if they consciously know that they should listen to you, but they have a hard time following, doing what people say. They have that personality. The first thing is no. Like a child, like a kid. I have children, so when growing up, they know I'm the person making the rules. I know this, but the first thing they do, whatever comes out of my mouth, sometimes is no, because they just have that personality about them. It's always a no before it's a yes, and they want to fight over it when they eventually get to do it. And it just sometimes comes out rude to some people when you're just trying to help them along the process. So strong in guiding people, but not rude. Kind, but not weak. It's kind of like you want to be kind and help people and be accountable, but not weak, like you're not a pushover. So when I think of this, I really think is that fine line sometimes that we jump over the line and go way extreme of being way overly available to our clients. That's the first thing they think. I mean, there's different aspects of it, but I could go on and on. But the first thing I see agents is that they feel that they have to be available, kind to that. Like, I want to be available. I want to be kind. I want to be nice to these people. So I'll pick up the phone at midnight. I'll pick up the phone on Sunday when I'm with my family. The best thing that happened to me, I feel, my business is text messages. So it was years ago, dinosaurs roamed the earth, and there was no text messaging. You had to call, when people called you had to call them back to find out what they needed, or if you got a voicemail, to at least let them know you got the message. There was no, hey, I got your message, call you later. So you could have those boundaries. So be kind. Like, anytime someone gets hold of you, I think you should be available, at least by phone or text, just to let them know, hey, got your message. That I'm in the middle of something. Can I address that tomorrow, later tonight. You don't have to be, that person that picks up the phone. I remember years ago, before that, I was picking up the phone all the time. I'm in the middle of something, I'm with another client, I'm in the car, wherever. I'm always picking up the phone because I didn't want to worry about, I want to catch these people that they know I'm available. Also, just a little bit of training too. When I pick up the phone, I do this a lot with my agents every day, is that, because I'm on the phone all day long, is when someone's calling me, sometimes either a text message back, or if I need to, I'll pick up the phone and go, hey, hey John, just wanted to pick up the phone. I'm in between phone calls. I got a phone call right now. What can I help with? I'll call you back as soon as I'm done, or later today, or how important can I get back to you? So you let them know when you're walking into an appointment. So that's where I'm saying, be kind but not weak, where they're taking advantage. You're at their beck and call. You're dropping everything. That's the one thing, but there's many other things. Bold but not a bully. Again, I see this agent to agent. So the first thing that comes into negotiations is, the first thing that pops up: be bold but not a bully. So you're not bullying the other. I see this happen to agents, especially the new agents. They come to me, help me. Like, am I doing this wrong? I feel like I'm being bullied by the other agent, and they're getting a bad taste in their mouth about that agent. So I remind agents this, especially in changing markets sometimes, how you interact with the other agent. If that other agent, if you're a bully, if one of those agents that like to bully other agents and try to win, I see it changing in our community of agents. I feel it's happening more often. Not to go into the whole history of the world or society, I just feel that is coming out more in our society, of being a bully and pushing people, and I see it happening in transactions. But remember, I tell agents, not say they all listen to me, but say, make sure that other agent having a good experience, because when you have a client, next time you have a client, they might not want to work with you if you're a bully and you're not, but bold, that shows that you know what you're doing, you are an expert at what you're doing, you know what's going on, you're going to be that great agent. Be bold that, hey, I'm great, but I'm not going to bully you through the negotiation. So that's the first thing that comes to my mind when I read that. Humble but not timid. If you are doing great, I see agents that post all over, I'm doing great, I got this award, I got that award. That's great. But also, you want to balance that sometimes. You just want to say, I'm great, I'm great, I'm great, I'm great. You got to be a little bit of humble. That's why I try, and I have agents that ask me, so any Century 21 Homestar agent, I'm happy to do this for you, and I try to do it every month, where we post who had sales for the month, new agents that joined us. When we get to awards, I like to post for awards. So it's coming from me. So it's not like self promotion. Like, hey, look, another award I got. It's coming from me awarding it to you. So every month I have a couple of agents that reach out to me. Hey, say, by the way, can you post or on my page about the award that you just told I got, or the sale I just had. So it looks like it's coming from you, and I'm accepting that. And I think that, to me as a consumer, I see that when it's coming from somewhere else and it's on someone's advertisement or page, to me it looks a little bit more believable or sincere than some self-promotion all the time. So if you ever need that, let me know. Thoughtful, but not lazy. What I mean by that, the first thing is thinking through things and preparing, thoughtful. Like, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? Projects and marketing yourself and prospecting. Be thoughtful, but not lazy. You got to do the work. So I have some agents that are taking classes all the time, always getting ready, always building their database, always in there, always doing some thinking, brainstorming. I have lots of agents that do this, especially with the agents that I coach every week. That's why I don't have 500 plus agents that want coaching, because every week, a lot of times they're thinking but not doing. So you got to make sure you're spending more time doing than thinking. Proud but not arrogant. That kind of, to me, kind of goes with the bold and not bully, or the humble but not timid, but proud in what you have accomplished but not arrogant about it. Like, that's why I try not to as much as possible, but it's hard when as office numbers, I'd like to show agents numbers of sales compared to other people, but I always kind of have a thought process about that. So I don't like to put anybody down, but it's not really putting anybody down, but just don't say like we're better than this or better than that. That's the first thing. When it comes arrogance is when I'm better than you. I'll say this and I'll say this is this is about quality. Again, it's kind of like when it's a numbers game. When people think it's a numbers game, the finest restaurants are not about how many clients they had or how many meals they served. McDonald's wins that, but quality. So I try to watch the numbers as much and say we're not being arrogant, but just trying to post those so agents at least know where we're at. But those agents, I might have agent this last month that sold 7 houses. Numbers wise, they're sold more than someone who sold 1, but that doesn't mean that the experience with their client was better. Was that client? And then that one house, again, I'm going with numbers, might be more expensive than the 7 houses the other agent sold. So I try to, what I'm trying to say is proud of what our accomplishment without being arrogant and putting other people down. So when you're doing your advertiser marketing, just show what you do. Because I have agents all the time. I promote like our awards, and sometimes they go, well, can you put what I accomplished with that? I'm like, you won this award for your quality of service. It's this. And I put the numbers in there, but the numbers don't mean that you're better. Someone sold a little bit more than you, but that doesn't make them better than you. You might have hit your limit. Someone that sold 20 houses last year, you might have sold 10. The 20, but you hit your goal. I only want to sell 10. I want to keep these just about one a month, and I want to concentrate on those people. And then that 20 person that sold 20 houses might said I wanted 40, and they're like, am I halfway to my goal? So it's all relative. That's kind of where I'm thinking when I read that, proud but not arrogant. And last is humor but not silly, or have a sense of humor. I think it's all relative to people that you're dealing with. There's different personalities. I know you have friends and relatives, and there's certain ways you can joke and not joke, or be and have that great relationship, like best friend relationship with everybody. But let's see if I could say this in a nice way. I've actually had to let agents go over 25 years. Great people, but their humor. They wanted to put their humor on their social media. They wanted to put their sense of humor in their advertising, and their sense of humor in on their listings. And to me, it was borderline offensive. But to some people, you make jokes in their humor. And I actually had once a client actually call, and that wasn't a client anymore, of this agent, to say that they're not using them and or our company because of a joke that agent told that client during a showing. So the point I'm getting at with this humor, having a sense of humor, is all relative to that. And as a company, when I see our agents, I do my best to monitor as much as possible, because we're a company, and all of our agents and their reputation affects our reputation, which affects everybody's. So I try to watch that, but you have to watch that for yourself to make sure you're not offending anybody. Again, some people don't care. Some people there's people out there, them, hopefully you're not one of them, that just don't care about offending. I'm going to be me. I'm going to say whatever I want, and if people don't like it, great, I don't mind. Well, that affects your business. That might offend somebody. That might affect your employment at certain companies, because they don't care. They'll let you say whatever you want. So be careful of that. That's kind of what I say is, but the line. So when I read that, humor, being silly, you got to be very conscious of that on there. So, and of course, I'm always here to help, especially our agents, to let you know what I feel about it and certain things of what to be out to the public. Again, our agents are your independent contractors, not employees. I can't tell you exactly what to say or not say, but we have a general office policy on certain things on that. So, and if you want more information on that, let me know. I'll go through it with you in detail. So that's it. Have a great day. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see many of you very soon. Bye-bye.